I think it's time to dive into some more Outriders news updates. We've got an official update from the Outriders team right here. We're going to be going over, yes, we're going to be getting a brand new patch and a dev update from them here this week. Also, we're going to be talking about new secrets that have been discovered in the game that you must know about. This is really cool stuff, and new feedback from the community about improving the game. And yes, you better believe it, your top comments. So let's do this. Let's dive straight into the news right now. Hey everyone, what's happening? Open World Games here, and let me know what level you are in Outriders, how you're enjoying the game, and also what character you are running with. Of course, you guys know I'm addicted to the Trickster. I've gotten a total of 3 legendaries so far. I'm addicted. But let's get into this right here. This is the official word from the Outriders team. They say, "Thank you everyone for your patience and support this weekend. We have never taken it for granted. Stay tuned this week for our dev and patch news updates." This Reddit post is still the best resource to check out if you have any problems at all. And it's the launch issues and things like that and workaround. So if you are having any type of issues, check that out in the description below. But yeah, they're working right now overtime on a really big patch, and I cannot wait to see the actual patch notes and see if also there's any changes to the weapons, you know, balancing enemies and things like that. So yeah, I will let you guys know about that. But we have a question here from some newbie who says, "Massive rubber banding and lag on multiplayer isn't in there. The latency is awful, even with the port forwarded and it being all local friends." And Outriders did respond saying, "We've been investigating multiplayer connection issues for a little while, and our engineers are continually looking into any reasons why some players might be encountering such lag issues." So let me know, if when you are playing with a group of players, are you experiencing lag issues in the game? Alright, so let's get into the new secrets that have been discovered about Outriders. Everyone is constantly discovering new things and ways to actually play the game. And in this case, check this out. This comes from Cash Blast, who says this. PSA, you can quickly see if you have learned all the mods on gear before you sell it or dismantle it. Check it out right here as an image right here. So it goes on to say this: "Was taught how to check all the gear at once for missing mods today by a buddy of mine, and would have never known if I wasn't told, so I figured I'd share in case anyone else is in the same boat. Had to use an alt to get the screenshot. Just use the quick mark all on the bottom right, hover over the dismantled mark on the bottom. It will tell you all the materials you'll get for dismantling, and at the bottom it will show you the mods you'll get from dismantling. If none show up, you have all the mods on the gear you've marked, and it's safe to sell all." So it's confirmed to work on PC and console, also corrected wording. So there you have it. This is really, really cool stuff, how you can take a look here. This is like 37 gear pieces being dismantled, and here are the mods that you can actually obtain from those 37 just at a glance right there. I thought that was super helpful, and it should speed up the process of course, dismantling things and getting those new mod items. Alright, now this is also cool. How to get 2 to 3 epic items every 20 seconds comes from Don't Ban Fizz. He says, "Do the side quest, the other ingredient, unlock after completing the stronghold zone, clear until you encounter the first Tuka beast, kill it and die. You will respawn right in front of another. Ignore the pop-up reminding you about the world tiers. The game thinks you are bad and dying a lot, but really you are just stacking fat loots. Enjoy." That is one way to get epic 2 to 3 items every 20 seconds. Hell yes. Now, if you did not know, here's some information about world tiers. This was the response here. Question: "What's the penalty for dying when grinding world tiers? I died once, but wasn't exactly sure what happened. You lose some progress, correct? Excuse me." Wolf in the Shadow says, when you're on a world tier you haven't completed, then dying makes you lose whatever progress you gained. But if you're on tier 7, for example, when you've already unlocked tier 8, there's no penalty. So there you have the answer right there. So that's noteworthy. As you can see, for example, in this footage, this is world tier 5. And, you know, if you are like going through world tier 6 still, and you change it to 6 and you haven't completed world tier 6, and you die on world tier 6, you are going to lose progress because you haven't completed that tier. However, if I die here at World Tier 5, I'm not going to lose any progress. So that's really noteworthy. You don't have to be afraid of keep going down, you know, tier after tier after tier. That would be pretty awful. Now, this is really, really good news from the community. Check this out. It says, I played Outriders today all day with no interruptions. One of the top upvoted posts here says, I was lucky enough to spend the entire day on Enoch without losing the servers even once, and it's running beautifully. Big shout out to the People Can Fly team for their grace under fire for the last few days. Hell yes, absolutely. Same thing with me so far. It is running absolutely beautifully with the servers. Crossing my fingers that stays the course here. Right now, concurrently, you know, there are tons of players engaging with Outriders, checking it out, whether solo or playing in groups. But yeah, there's also some issues with the game that people want to have resolved and, of course, patched. Check this out. This comes from Scrobbler, who says, People Can Fly, please add an option to lock a piece of gear so it won't get picked up by the mass dismantle option. 1,500 upvotes. Otherwise, you have to deselect all the pieces you might want to keep until you get a chance to put it in your stash mod so it fits with your build. Just makes inventory management more of a hassle than it needs to be. A lot of agreement there. It needs to have a patch, and it would be really, really cool to see something done about that. Now, there's something else that really annoys me with this game, and it is the mini map and also the world map. Just the map in general, I think, needs to be more detailed. Check this out. The map on this game is trash tier. I like the game, don't get me wrong, but good lord, is the map and map markers are absolute garbage. Just comes from Below Mike Hawk, and it's getting a fair share of upvotes and agreements there. And this needs to be improved for sure down the road, because the map marker itself also glitches as well. You know, I was playing on stream. By the way, check out my streams in the description below. I noticed a few more of you tuning in. Thank you so much for dropping by and saying hello. And, you know, having a blast with me. I've had so much freaking fun hanging out with you all in the streams. All right, so we're going to keep going here. But yeah, you know, there needs to be some improvements. But we have some workarounds for some cool stuff here. Check it out. This comes from Lua, who says, the sudden stuttering and frame rate drop during co-op in DirectX 12 can be solved by turning off game log, as you can see right here. And a lot of people are saying that is working for them. So if you are experiencing that issue on PC, check that out. Now, this was a recent discovery. Man, this would be really cool to see if this could actually be a feature in the game. Check it out right here. It says armor preview lets you combine some armors together. This comes from Dr. Manic. As you can see, he has two pieces of armor overlaying each other, and it actually looks badass. I'm thinking to myself, this would be an awesome feature in the game. Man, maybe they can actually add something like that in the game down the road. What would you guys say about that? But it's something that I think would be potentially cool to see in the future for Outriders, is being able to layer certain clothing and, of course, gear in that fashion. All right, so let's keep going. Now, this is a hilarious post right here. Some humor for you all. This comes from I Am Not Zion Williamson. It says, to whoever designed the butterfly things that spit acid, who hurt you? I legitimately would rather fight 5 elites than one of these little suckers right here. Absolutely. Like, those things, in my opinion, are the worst in this game. You know, in this battle here, they are present, and my god, they are so freaking annoying. As you can see, here they are. And of course, you have some that are more powerful than even this one right here, but they are relentless. I'm telling you what, when they design these creatures, they're like, you know what, we're gonna really mess. I feel like they're like a troll type creature, but they're like, we're going to mess with our players with this one for sure. All right, this comes from Savvy Spaceman, who says, Outriders should have that cosmetic loot setting from Assassin's Creed Odyssey and Valhalla, where you can wear whatever armor you've unlocked while appearing as if you're wearing a totally different armor you've unlocked. I'd like to be powerful and also look good. There were some, I believe, controversies around that patch that went to Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I don't know much about it, but I know this is more like a transmog type solution here. A lot of players want to see that, and I agree, because I have these really powerful gloves that I'm wearing that do not match my armor at all. And yeah, I would like to see a system in place where I can wear whatever I want, and, you know, also be able to retain the, you know, skill boost, all sorts of stuff. But let's keep going. Time to go over your top comments. Remember to leave a comment down below. It could end up in a future video. So let's do this, shall we? All right, so my recent video was actually really interesting. Let's check it out. It was called Outriders. Fans are in an uproar over this, but there's very good news. Angry Joe rant new updates. And yeah, Angry Joe did this rant about the launch of Outriders and how disappointed he was with the stability of the servers. However, immediately, like after his video went live, or even before his video went live, the servers completely stabilized for the most part. You know, there's probably issues still. By the way, check out my armor. It's pretty badass. I like it. The gloves are freaking hilarious, though. But maybe they work. I don't know. But anyway, let's keep going. Let's see what you guys had to say about this video. Dreth says the following. I wish they would add a mini-map that shows the actual structure of the map. There you... Yes, absolutely. A lot of people are talking about that. Altered Outrider says, People Can Fly is setting high standards for communication. Hopefully this becomes standard for gaming studios. We'll see. Maybe some studios are paying attention. Cricket says, can't help but smile at the feedback the devs are giving fans in regards to any bugs going on in the game, and an offline mode would be nice if people are primarily going to play it solo. It would make absolute sense. Donnie, the Don Mega says, the devs seem much more like gamers than any other devs I've had experience with. Hope they keep it up. Peyton says, I haven't had to sell any items and I've had no problems. Love the fact you get so much loot from encounters. Absolutely. It's just constant loot. Sakura says, so many people complain about this time, and here I am having the time of my life. I think this game is awesome and has so many ease of life functions in it that all other looter shooters just miss. You know, they really thought out tons of the features in this game. Anthony says, everyone showing off their Legos and F-Beaks, and I'm over here with my level 11 techno, like... Hey man, you know, you can really be powerful even at lower levels in this game and still have fun. You know, don't be afraid to also drop your world tier. My recommendation when you're playing it for the first time through, enjoy the game, enjoy the story. Don't worry, you know, this is really my opinion. Don't worry about farming. Just enjoy the experience, you know, enjoy the new landscapes and all that goodness. That's what I'm doing currently, and I have actually finished the game, and now I'm going to get into the nitty-gritty stuff going forward here. Alright, I want to keep going with some of the top comments here. Evil says this, I had some trouble launching yesterday, but played all day today with no major issues. I think this game is a win for certain. Agreed. Wiley says, game is unreal, fast-paced, gets tough later in the in-game. Oh my god, dude, the bosses later on down the road are freaking awesome. And very, very difficult, as they should be. Alright, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more Outriders news updates. I have you guys covered, and yes, other open world gaming goodness. And I will see you all next time. Take care.